and we need to get it right.
Order. I thank the member for Fraser and call the member for Chisholm.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Looking after and respecting older Australians is in the DNA of this government and is very close to my heart. Establishing the Royal Commission into Aged Care Quality was one of the first decisions the Prime Minister made upon taking office. Yes, some of the stories that came out of the Commission were very distressing. The interim report has brought to light the fact that all providers, all governments, and more broadly, the community can do more. Together, we need to ensure that elderly Australians are provided with a safe environment and high-quality care during their twilight years. However, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I want to point out to this House that not all the stories out of the aged care sector are negative. In fact, in the last few months, I had the privilege of visiting Elizabeth Gardens in Burwood, Highwood Court Nursing Home, also in Burwood, Nellie Melba Retirement Village in Wheelers Hill, and AdventCare in Nunawading. All these outstanding facilities are run by caring staff and volunteers. Their commitment to high-quality care was very clear from what I observed and from the conversations I had with residents. The Aged Care Royal Commission interim report identified 3 priority areas: home care packages, chemical restraints, and younger people in residential aged care. The coalition government has responded strongly to the recommendations of the interim report with a $537 million investment. This includes, firstly, investing $496.3 million, which will deliver an additional 10,000 home care packages. This investment will take the number of home care packages in 2019 to 20 to more than 150,000. I remind the House that under Labor in 2012-13, only 60,308 packages were available. This represents a 149% increase. Secondly, creating new restrictions on the use of medication as a chemical restraint. This includes providing $25.5 million to improve medication management programs to reduce the use of chemical restraints. Delivering $10 million for additional dementia training and support for aged care workers and providers. This investment in aged care builds on the government's strong support to treat and find a cure for dementia. In 2019, there is an estimated 447,000 Australians living with dementia. Without a medical breakthrough, this figure is expected to grow more than 1 million by 2058. And sadly, dementia is the leading cause of death among Australian women. It is also the second leading cause of death of Australians. In 2015, the federal government provided an additional $200 million for dementia research over 5 years. This investment boosting the funding for Australia's dementia research sector to more than $60 million per year. And thirdly, we are investing $4.7 million to help remove younger people with disabilities from residential aged care. As a former speech pathologist working with young Australians with disability, I understand the importance for assisting these young people to develop skills to increase their self-confidence and optimize their opportunities. Organisations like Elkira Centre in my electorate of Chisholm do incredible work in this field. Only the coalition can provide the strong economy management necessary to deliver record investment in aged care. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I am proud to be a member of this government and a government that is committed to delivering for all Australians.
And I thank the member for Chisholm, and we do have a few moments remaining, and I call the member